Sharlene, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Yeah, really good. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know how crazy busy you are.
I know it's full on, full on. Never a
I
dull
know.
moment.
I know, which is great. We're never bored, which is fantastic.
That's right.
So, why I wanted to, or I asked you to come on today, is so you could tell us a little bit about yourself and if you're open to talking about any of your challenges and how you've overcome them in the industry and yeah, a little bit about your story. So hopefully we can inspire some other salon owners.
Okay. Well, I've been in the industry for more than 30 years, a long time. And, we're still very relevant and our brand is still growing. And, just like anyone that has been in business for a year or 2 years. I've been in, like I said, been in business for a long time, and I
Yeah.
still have my challenges because
Yeah.
you know having a salon isn't just all smooth sailing. You're always going to get
No,
challenges depending on what day it is. It's never, like we said, it's never a dull moment. And
no.
I just feel the last couple of years, it's definitely getting harder and harder in business, definitely, without a doubt. And I can really see it because I've been in the industry for so long. I can really see
Yeah.
that there is definitely a shift changing. It's harder to get a really the correct team on board,
Okay.
to for them to have the same values and principles that you really share as well. So look,
Okay.
it is getting harder, in everything we do. We not have to be not only fantastic salon owners, but we have to know everything. And
Yeah.
sometimes this is where you sometimes need to reach out. And that's why our shadowing program has done so well. When people, salon owners that have been in business for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and have been shadowing us on what we do at Circles,
Okay.
and it's been a huge success.
That's fantastic. So do you go into salons and what do you do when you do your shadowing programs?
They fly into us and then they
Okay.
shadow us for 2 days. Yeah.
Wow.
And we
What a
share
great
everything they
idea.
want to see. And yeah, I don't think no one has, I mean, that was my idea. And I don't think no one has ever done that before. I mean, when we say
No.
we shadow, we open up our books to be very vulnerable, very authentic, very real. They can see exactly the numbers that we're doing. How do they get to those numbers? We share everything. Nothing is off the cards. We do not hide anything, because
Fantastic.
I wanted to do that to obviously elevate our industry.
What a great idea. And do you think they learn enough in the 2 days, or do you think they need further training after that, like once a month or something like that? How does that work?
Um, well, look, I think they get a hell of a lot out of it in two
Yeah.
days, and then
Uh-huh.
afterwards they can book a one-on-one with
Okay.
myself or Jess, who's my business partner in the Fitzgerald salon, or they can go and book Declan, who does all the back end stuff, or
Sure.
someone like Fallon, who is a coordinator, very strong coordinator in the salon that really drives the team with targets, so they can just
Sure.
get on a real one level afterwards. Because when a salon owner comes and shadows you, then if you go back as a salon owner and say, oh, you have to do this, this, and this, that they're sick of hearing our voice. So sometimes
Mm.
if you book someone like Fallon, they listen to someone else,
Yeah.
and then maybe put those changes in place. And that has
Sure.
done very, very well as well.
What a
So we
great
have a
idea.
hundred and
And I
we
think
well
it's
we have 190 salons on a wait list. So that's, everyone wants to get in, and there's only a few of us that do it, and we can't do it every week because then it takes away from my team and
your
our
business.
numbers. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
getting that fine line and monitoring on how many shadowings that we do take on now, because it has gone absolutely crazy.
What a great idea. That's a fantastic idea. So if somebody wants you, they can just contact you or the salon to go on
Yeah,
the wait list, perhaps. Yeah.
yeah, it's all on our website.
So, Charlene, before you mentioned that the last 2 years have been, you've found that business has been really hard. Not that we're psychics or mind readers, but why do you think it's been the last 2 years? Everyone would have thought that it was 5 or 6 years ago, just after COVID. And I've noticed the last 2 years, businesses have been suffering as well. Why do you think it is?
Look, I just feel because I've been in the last 2 years, I have been, taking on shadowing, and I've just been speaking to so many salon owners and
Yeah.
listening to their story. And, because sometimes we get into a bubble and, we're a busy salon and we have a lot of staff, and you just think that everyone else is like the same until
Mm,
you sort of stop and you start listening to other people's story, and you think, wow, but there is definitely a shift, because things are getting really expensive now. Our overheads and everything's gone up, but then people aren't looking at their numbers, and their prices hasn't increased. So then salon owners are getting less, but we're giving out more because we're too scared to lose staff. So we're giving them more, and then us as salon owners are getting less, but we're
mhm.
doing, our work capacity has not even doubled, it's tripled, and it's just gone on a roller coaster. And then
Yeah.
salon owners are getting so burnt out, they're thinking, why am I doing this? And
Yeah.
one of the things I really love to hear is how much. I mean, I do ask every salon owner, how much do they take home at the end of the
Mm,
day?
mm.
And the majority is not a lot. And we think, what the fuck are you doing it for?
Yeah.
Basically, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
know that we all love it, and we do it because we love what we do, and it's in our DNA and everything like that. But I mean, we still have to survive, and us as salon owners really need to get more benefits than our team members, right? Because we got a lot
See,
more on the line than what they have. They can just walk out anytime and go to another salon, but we the ones that have got mortgages and payments and tax payments, and it just goes on and escalates more and more and more, and it's absolutely crazy.
it is. And we've got all the worry where we lay awake in the middle of the night worrying about everything and what to do. And I think a lot of people that I speak to, they're scared of increasing their prices in case they lose clients.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
do you say to that?
oh, 100%. Well, a lot of people don't even know their numbers, and that's what
Yeah.
it's really scary, that, we really need to look at numbers. When I talk to salon owners and I ask them numbers, and they go, yeah, doing really well. And then I said, well, let's look at these numbers, and they have this blank on their face
Face.
thinking, oh shit, it's not really that good, is it? I was like, no, it's
No.
pathetic. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's not like we're doing everything right either, but I know that, to be in business for well over 30 years and still growing every year and surviving, and having a big team, I know that if I can inspire the new generation and our industry as long as I can, then that's great, because, we are worth what we should be charging. And a lot of people still think that we should be charging $40 per haircut. I mean,
No.
how's that going to happen when some of our staff get paid that, plus super, plus holidays, plus this,
Plus
plus that,
bonuses. Yeah.
plus
Plus this.
like it
Yeah.
just, yeah, it's just ridiculous.
No, no, we've
So
got to put
yeah,
it up. There's always everything's going up. So we've got to have our worth, I think, and realize what we're actually our worth is. And that goes down to a lot of different issues, self-esteem and self-worth issues as well. So
100%. Yeah, 100%. But God, pricing is a big one. I could be talking about that for God knows how long, but yeah, full on. And every time I do put it on my social media, I get slammed on my social media, which have been quite, it's been good for the industry, but then bad for how much hate I get on my page because I am so transparent with my prices. So because a lot of people aren't being open like myself with what they charge, they're too scared. And
Mm.
now I know why, because people just have no idea out there. They're like keyboard warriors, and they just go for town for you and just get that hate going.
It's really just fear, Charlene.
Yeah,
They're fearful, and if anybody acts like that, that tells me that they're just jealous of you, probably, and they're scared to follow suit. So I wouldn't worry about haters. Just keep
yeah,
being the wonderful you and being inspiring. And if people don't like you, that's their problem. You know,
yeah,
there's a
that's
lot of
right.
people that highly value you, and you've got a fantastic reputation in the industry. I've been doing this now for 13 years. And I've been watching you closely, and I just think you're amazing. So don't worry about the haters. Who cares about them?
I know, but you always. I don't really care about the haters, but it's the team. You want to encourage a new generation to really speak up and be authentic and be honest and be raw and be who you are online. But it definitely stops my guys being so
Transparent.
transparent because they don't have the resilience like I do,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's what it's sad that this is what social media has become, that we just have to say what is pleasing to people, because I don't care. I'm in my 50s, I don't care, but
No.
it is not there's it is a small percentage of myself, but it's the new generation that I want to inspire, and to be true to themselves, and to showcase what they really believe in, and they really cannot do that 100% authentically, which is sad because they're too scared of getting slammed online.
I know, but they can learn through you slowly to build up their self-esteem and get thicker skin and learn that, it's important to be honest and open up and not care what people think and don't read everything that people think. Just it's a slow process for the younger generation. It's all right for people that are a little bit older like ourselves, but it's just slowly
I
teaching
know.
and educating others
Yeah,
to not take that on board and just follow your heart and your passion. So you're doing a wonderful job, Charlene.
100%, 100%. Thank you so
Oh, that's all
much.
right. You have a wonderful day and thank you. I know your time is limited, so I really, really appreciate you coming on. And please, if you want to join Charlene's waiting list, I'd join it now sooner than later because the list is growing day by day.
Yeah, just apply, just go through the Circles of Hair or the Club C education on our Instagram. All the information's there. But yeah, you can even just book a one-on-one with one of our teams or anything like that. It might save you a little bit more money because then you don't have to worry about the flights and accommodation to get to Perth.
Accommodation and
But yeah, I'm
yeah.
here for the industry and I love this industry so much. So thank you so much for inviting me to come on. I really appreciate it.
Oh, that's my absolute pleasure. You have a beautiful day, and I can see your puppy dog there as well.
I know, this is Tina.
Hello, Pete.
Hello, Peter.
Pina, she's gorgeous.
I know, she's good. She comes with me everywhere.
Oh, they're like our little shadows, aren't they? Our little fur
I know,
babies.
I know. They're gorgeous.
All right, sweetheart. Thanks so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Thank
Have a
you.
beautiful day.
You too. Bye.